How's it going? So there's been a war going on. It was declared the day I was born. With battles ongoing currently. Lines of protection, a perimeter has been upheld upon my behalf. At first glance, my story may give the impression that I was left on my own. However, there has always been a hidden hand that comes into play at crucial crossroads. Whether it be a rich Freemason with a job and a bursary, or a golden shield that protects me as I'm hit by a car. With maturity, looking back, I can see that I was never truly alone. In fact, I wonder if that old guy who sold me the acid, if he wasn't in on this too. I've been watched and guided from both sides, however. Where there is the architect, there is the adversary. Always looking to exploit the vulnerability. I am the vulnerability. And so this is why I am at the ends of the earth for these latter days. Where there is the architect, there is the adversary. I'll give you an example with a story from my life. So some years ago I lived in Mexico. I moved there for a chick. The hottest fucking chick. Hands down. Smoking, sultry, absolutely drop dead gorgeous. Words cannot describe. We met in Vancouver. She was working at a neighborhood grocery. The day she started was the day I found someplace else to shop. She was that hot. I didn't go near the neighborhood grocery for months. I'd walk the other side of the street if I had to pass by. That insanely hot. I didn't know what to do with myself. She'd scramble my brains just looking at her. One day I didn't see her working, and I went up to an outside produce stand to say hi to a friend who worked there but was having a day off. The friend bought some produce, and when she paid at the till, there was the smoking hot Mexican. Fuck. Even worse, the Mexican asked me why I hadn't come to the neighborhood grocery lately and why I would chat with other girl employees but not her, gesturing to my produce friend. You know? I told her I didn't talk to her because I wouldn't know what to say. She looked at me, puzzled. Explaining further, I told her it's because I couldn't think when I saw her. She looked at me even more puzzled, wondering whether to be flattered or insulted. We met that evening after she'd gotten off work. We kept doing that for a few months. We dated. We screwed. We fell in love. We fought. She told me early on that dating her was not going to be like any kind of dating I'd ever known. And she was right. Her visa ran out, so I followed her. Insanity, literal insanity. Some other video, some other time. Fast forward the insanity. By the end of the mindfuckery, I was waiting for my departure date to be shipped back to Canada. Battered and bruised, tired and torn, broken, all fucked up with nowhere to go. She looked at me all spiteful, bitter during one of our fights after the end. You know, after the end, those couple of weeks after the breakup where you're still living together. She looked at me all spiteful and shit and hissed at me, telling me what she saw for my future. And you know what? She was absolutely right on the fucking money. Like, to a T. It's uncanny. It's weird. Really weird. Weird on its own. Maybe a meaningless coincidence, but a couple months after we were through, she got a big, beautiful monarch butterfly tattoo on her shoulder. Her first tattoo. Yeah, a monarch. She told me it was because of how they travel from Mexico to Canada. Yeah. How in the fuck did she know my future? So exactly. White wife, financial security, homes, cars, lots of kids. She told me I would achieve my goals and receive widespread recognition for them. Well, that obviously hasn't happened yet. And another part that's missing is the part where she told me we'd bump into one another again someday. Someday in the far off future, she told me we would bump into one another on the street. I'd be with wife and a bunch of kids, and I will have already become notorious. What really ties it all together is the monarch butterfly tattoo. A sexy as fucking irresistible chick with a monarch tattoo. Monarch. I don't have to spell it out for you now, do I? I wasn't supposed to live past Mexico. All right. Take care. Talk to you again soon.